So listen, tonight, no excuses for the Atlanta Hawks. No excuses whatsoever. Okay. Golden State and the Hawks match up tonight. Golden State traveling across the country. I think they just played the other night on the West Coast. They're not going to have Draymond Green because he got his 16th technical the other night and the NBA denied his appeal. So no excuses tonight. They've had 3 days off, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Game tonight. They played last on Monday when they got smacked around by the Minnesota Timberwolves. No excuses. I don't want to hear about guys are tired. I don't want to hear about it's just that season of the year. I don't want to hear about Golden State's the NBA champions from last year. Well, Golden State's still really good. They got Steph and Clay and Michigas. I don't want to hear anything from the Hawks tonight. The Hawks need to take care of business. They're at home playing a team coming west to east. They don't have one of their key components of Draymond Green not being around. Maybe their best, obviously, defensive player on their roster. No excuses for the Hawks tonight. They have to go out and win this game. And again, we're running out of games. We're running out of games. 6 seed, forget about all that. Okay. I'm just trying to hang on to the 8th seed for dear life. I'm not getting into the 9th seed. I'm not getting into the 10th seed. I'm not dealing with all that kind of stuff. I am just going to hang on for dear life to that 8th seed. And if everything breaks the Hawks' way and maybe they find themselves in the 7, great. But I am hanging on for dear life because then you'll have 2 swings at it if you need to get to when you get to the first round of the playoffs, right? If you win the 7-8 game, you're the 7 seed. If you lose the 7-8 game, then you play the winner of the 9-10, the way that this fakakta NBA play-in system is. You win a matchup against the 9-10 winner, and you win that game, now you're the 8th seed. But there is no excuse tonight. We're going to talk about contracts here in just a minute. But the Hawks have to get it in gear. And that was look, I'll chalk up Monday night to, okay, the Hawks needed a day off. They needed a rest. They had played 3 games in 4 nights, right? Minnesota's not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. You're not going to have 82 nights a year where you play your best basketball, right? I mean, Sam Mitchell and I used to talk about this, former NBA coach of the year. We used to talk about this all the time. There's going to be a dozen or so games that, in all honesty, either you're going to blow somebody out or they're going to blow you out, but you're not going to get either the other team's best effort or sometimes your best effort in a game like that. There's always going to be a handful of those games where no matter what you do, either everything falls in the bucket or it feels like there's a rim on top of the basket. Well, that was what Monday night felt like. Monday night felt like a game that we were just never in. You gave up 40 points in the first quarter. Defense really let you down. I think they were tired. I think they had some tired legs. I think that the road trip and then following up with Boston, just everything caught up with the Hawks. And I do think that they were in dire need of having a night off, more than maybe just a night, a couple nights off. Well, now you've had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I think that the Hawks didn't even practice or anything or even have any kind of shoot-arounds on Tuesday. They just did nothing basketball related and then got back into it Wednesday and then Thursday. So you've been able to practice some more with Quinn Snyder. You're at home. You're not traveling. You got a team that's coming west to east to play the Atlanta Hawks, right? And the Hawks have done pretty well on some of these, coming west, coming from the left coast to come in and play. Hawks have had some success in that standpoint. But I don't care that Steph Curry's, the champion and they're all this and that and what have you. You have to take advantage of tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how the Hawks come out early, like that first quarter, because they laid a complete egg that Monday night in that first quarter when they gave up 40 points. I really expect and hope that the Hawks are going to be laser focused right from the jump coming into that first quarter, and they grab and they get out early on the Warriors and they try to maybe put them away a little bit early in this thing. And that's not always going to be easy. But again, getting out to a lead early on in the first quarter, not finding yourself down 10 or 11 points in the first quarter like what they did the other night. That was a disaster of a first quarter. And then they followed it up with an even worse second quarter. So no excuses for the Hawks tonight. They've got to get it done. You got to find a way to win. Everything sets up, right? We look at things that set themselves up, okay? Draymond is out. They're coming west to east, right? They played the other night. Hawks have had a few days off, right? All of these things line themselves up where a lot of things didn't line up last week and that Friday, Saturday when they were, in Washington, then played Boston the next night. A lot of things like that didn't line up. Tonight lines itself up. And you've got to protect your home court. If the Hawks lose tonight, we have to have some real heart-to-heart discussions about the future of where this team is. Because they lose a game like tonight, I don't think that this is just I don't think it's just as easy to say that they replace the coach and all is going to be well. But you got to give it time and all that. No. Hey, you lose tonight where everything sets up for you to win. You lose a game like this tonight, then we got to start asking some real questions. And always remember, just when you think you have the answers, I change the questions. All right, let's talk about our friends over at Built Bar. Listen, we're getting in shape this year, right? We're trying to eat healthier. You're looking for those high-protein snacks, but low carb, low sugar, low calorie. Built Bar has got you covered. 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, but 17 grams of protein in each Built Bar. And whether you go with the protein-infused marshmallow puffs or your traditional protein bars, you get all the sources and different flavors either way. Now, though, you can head over to Walmart in the pharmacy section or over to Sam's Club and buy your box of Built Bars there. So whether you go the brick-and-mortar route of going to Walmart, Sam's Club, or you head over to built.com, and get your protein bars that way. Either way you can go, but obviously you can try all the different flavors. They're coming out with new flavors every single month. So grab your box of Built Bars today, either at Walmart, Sam's Club, or go the online route at built.com.